walking home, I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it, we'll feel some type of way. Why do you keep chasing clouds? Better leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. I said, why do you keep chasing clouds? Better leave before I feel something. Before I go and change my mind. Something must be way wrong with me. Keep wanting just to see you show up at my door. Et même quand je suis froide, un peu indifférent, tu continues tout de même de montrer tes efforts. I'm trying to keep my heart in peace. I just can't think but the way that I feel. It's too hard to trust. I mess it up. I just can't risk you be falling like this. Oh, why do you keep chasing clouds? Before I go and change my mind.
Hello, everybody. We're back with some MCS. We got Challenger this week. Super excited. Yesterday was insane with Rising Star, but today's a different day with Challenger. Whole new league, or whole new level of play, and getting into things today. We got a couple of pretty crazy matchups. AK, what are you excited for most today?
We do. I mean, I don't want to jump too far ahead. I think we have some pretty exciting storylines to come. But I think to begin the day, this Omaha Des Moines matchup that we're about to see, we've heard a lot of things, a lot of good things from one of the teams, a lot of negativity like surrounding one of the teams, just people assuming that the roster was not going to work. But I've been hearing that the team sounds confident. They've been looking good in scrims. I'm excited to see how this matchup goes. As we
Yeah, I
just wait
think.
to get the players in the lobby, which we will get soon.
Yeah, we just got to get the Omaha in here. Trying to find a way. Yeah, but I'm super excited. T Jack, my former teammate, he's trying to prove the doubters wrong tonight. That was a team that a lot of people were doubting from the start. But if there's a team that can pull it together and really just like figure it out on the fly, this is week 2 now. They had a pretty good week 1. I think they went 1-1, which is solid. Watching them play on stream, they looked very confident. Lots of team play, lots of synergy already coming out in week 1, which is really exciting to see. But I will say they are up against Omaha, who are looking dangerous. And yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm trying to.
It really should be. I mean, well, I got a couple invites out. Um, I think they're finishing up a match or something, or waiting on someone. There you go, as they come in, trickle in. Um, I think tonight's going to be an exciting match, especially like for there's a lot of teams that are that are top heavy, I would say, that people expect to be good. I mean, there's that jungle team of ISO, Ovi, and now Mini Naquan. That is the transfer from your franchise, Doms. That should be an exciting team. Eli's roster, the first overall in Challenger, facing both his former teammates. And then to finish the night, we have Green Bay Knights against the Brainerd Victory, as the players are almost ready.
Yep, just got the lobby set up. We're just waiting on a couple more people, I think, maybe one more. And we'll be ready to just jump in. Well, for predictions, I still do a prediction. Are you leaning a certain way? I have a feeling I know how you're going to answer, and I'll let you lead with this one.
What your assumption is, actually. Where do you think I'm leaning?
I think you're leaning Omaha. You have been just a big fan of that team. I feel like I heard you talking about both these rosters, and from the way that you were at least talking about them before, it sounded like you were leaning towards Omaha. I don't know in how many games. Like, you think it's going to be a sweep? You think it's going to be a close game all the way to the 5? Or
I think it's a lot closer than. Let me just double check something. But I think it's a lot closer than I might have thought like a couple weeks ago. I think I've really, really liked what I've been hearing and seeing from the Des Moines ratio. And I think this will go to 4 at least. Maybe even the full distance. But yes, I do have the Omaha Buffalo taking it, and I think anything other than that is a massive, massive upset. But I'm here for an upset. Hopefully T-Jack pulls something out of the bag.
Yeah, I just looking at names on paper, Omaha is really scary. It's hard to bet against them. But I might be T-Jack #1 fanboy, so I'm gonna go with derecho on this one.
As long as I'm pretty sure I'm a bigger T-Jack fan than you. Having said that, like when we're in the same room, I feel like I have to balance the room a little bit because otherwise it's just gonna be way too lopsided. It's just not gonna be fair. I gotta give some love to Rob, Divine, and Infinite.
Yeah, I know that team is super scary. I mean, all 3 players on that team, in my opinion, are individually better than the players on derecho. So I think if they get into a lot of solo plays, or if derecho really can't find the rhythm, I think it is going to maybe be one-sided towards Omaha. But I believe in derecho to pull it together and just string together these team plays. And yeah, I just and also I saw Rob play. He subbed up for Premier on week 1, and he was a demon. He was really the one leading the charge in a lot of those plays. So I want to see a lot from Rob here. That's the player I might be looking at the most. And on the derecho side, it's going to be Ari. I think if Ari can, stay composed and really pop off and, use his mechanics and stay solid and just be that rock for the team. I was talking to him a couple of days ago, and he said he wasn't happy with how he performed. And his teammates were super supportive, they were like, no problem, dude. We went 1-1 for the week. It's fine. But Ari was really hard on himself. So I think I want him to take that energy or that frustration that he had from last week and really put it into this week. And I just want to see him, pop off.
Yeah, I actually played Ari when he was in Rising Star. It's a lot of technicalities involved, but I did play that roster with Ari on it, and I have to say I am really impressed by the strides he has taken as an individual player in this offseason, and I'm really looking forward to watch him compete at a challenger level, because a lot has been said about Ari Arts, but I have so much faith in him to prove every single doubter wrong. And it looks like Divine RLTTV has finally made an appearance.
They've been having a little bit of a yap session in the quick chat. I haven't really been keeping up, but I just looked over. There's a couple paragraphs.
I've been trying not to laugh. Yeah, it's been something.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, when you got T-Jack in the lobby, there's going to be a lot of yapping. And it's honestly comedy gold coming from me. But, I think we're almost ready to get this show on the road.
We are.
All right, cool. Let's I think they're all here. We got about 3 players on each team here. Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Oh no.
There we go. First kickoff. This means a lot. This first game always sets the pace for the rest of the series. It's going to start off Just a dead kill in the middle. Maybe Rob can start off the game with a solo play. Just maybe going for a ground pinch, but Popo in the corner to beat him. Divine starting off with a lot of aggression in the corner, getting a demo, and looking like Omaha has a lot of pressure here at the start. Popo trying to find a way out, passing over to T-Jack, just takes a pop shot on target, and T-Jack almost able to convert immediately, just lacking power on the shot, and this is already looking very back and forth. Loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah, a lot of confidence coming from both teams, but especially on the transition from Des Moines, I'm liking what I'm seeing. They can, the Divine especially is known to be a very aggressive player, and I think Rob will try and cover the cracks a lot. But I think this Omaha team is, if they're vulnerable at all, it is on the counter, and I think this Des Moines team has the potential to really punish them.
I'm seeing lots of infield passes, lots of just attempts to, find a teammate, even if it doesn't quite find their, their hood. They're trying, and that just shows that, even though it's only week 2, that this team has, built up a fair amount of chemistry. They must have been putting in a lot of scrims, which is it's super exciting to see. But we're just got a little bit of a midfield battle here. T-Jack just gonna bang the ball. Infinite finds him in the middle, just puts it over to the corner, but T-Jack's again to maybe throw it mid to a teammate. Ari does go missing this time, but Divine's a little awkward. Tries popping up for a teammate. Popo gets in the way a little bit, but just could not find the double on the waterfall. T-Jack maybe has a chance for a 1v1. Pops it over one, and Divine is able to just stay bold on the goal line and push it away. And, 90 seconds already gone, and haven't seen a goal yet. Almost with Ari.
Yeah, a couple of pop shots from both teams, making the defense, make sure the defense is on the A game. And so far, nobody has been lacking. Nobody has been budging. But sooner or later, something has to give. And as Popo fakes for T-Jack, who takes it into the air, gets dunked by Divine, as Omaha comes back on offense. Oh, okay. See, now I don't like what I'm seeing from. As I didn't even get to finish my sentence. That almost resulted in a goal on the other end. It's just a simple dunk. And both teams playing very risky Rocket League right now, but I'm here all for it.
You just gotta wonder if maybe it's the pressure. They've not the first goal in a series can relieve a lot of pressure to some teams, and there being no goals yet. You always want to be the one with the first goal in a game, and just trying to find it might, put teams in awkward positions. And here we go, Divine. What a beautiful pass with Rob. Gets saved away by Ari. Ari trying to find a teammate in the middle. Finds T-Jack. T-Jack just goes wide. That could have really been a good chance, but all 3 players of the Omaha are in this corner. That's a dangerous position to be in. Infinite just booms it out. Rob maybe chasing down the field, intercepted by T-Jack. Popo throws it back over. Just finds a pass mid, but Divine's there to meet him. Popo just trying to keep it close, and T-Jack will happily dribble that over, but gets immediately shut down by Rob, and Rob is also trying to find an infield pass, but no one's there to intercept the pass. And 2 people go missing. Maybe Ari has a chance for a shot, but it is saved away by Divine. T-Jack just gonna opt to take his time and put it in the corner. Divine is pre-jumping, puts it under him, but he gets stuffed by Divine, and Divine is there to put it in the first goal. What a magnificent play.
The man that made a late entrance gives us a late goal in game 1 to give Omaha the lead. And honestly, I have been enjoying this thoroughly. I've just been sitting here listening to you cast every single play, enjoying. The one thing that always surprises me in these games is the contrast, going from watching Rising Star yesterday to this. I'm like, I love my Rising Star brother. You know I do. But the consistency of the touches, the consistency and speed with which people look for each other is just astounding to me. And I'm sure it'll be even better tomorrow. But I am really enjoying what I say as I say that T-Jack centers the ball for Rob, who doubles Omaha's lead, and Des Moines collapsing in the dying embers of this match. I mean, there's a whole minute left, actually. I shouldn't speak too soon.
Yeah, 2 goals. I think Des Moines just finding the back of the net on a goal. Getting shut out is really tough mentally. And I think if they just, even if they, can't convert the win, I mean, Ari's being pushed up a little bit too far right there. But if they just could find 1 goal, I mean, I think that'll change the series a lot. And here's maybe a chance. Ari just pops it up. Popo maybe can meet him. Trying to shoot, but gets cut down by Infinite right away. Didn't even get the chance to get an actual shot on net. I mean, I feel like the Derecho have not really had any solid chances on net so far. They've come close, but, close does not count in Rocket League.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And if you're Des Moines, even if you lose this first matchup, you want some of your offense to count for something. Get at least one goal on the board. Get your offensive juices flowing so to take into the next game. But so far, there's a especially from TJ. As a player who's shooting, I'm always impressed by as he goes missing there and then Divine just slots it in. TJ is a player who's shooting always impresses me every single time I watch him play. And this first match, he might just be warming up. Who knows? But it is not impressed, and I'm looking for a better showing from him in game 2.
Yeah, lots of just not what I'm used to seeing from TJ. Just usually just that rock of the team, so solid, so consistent, able to just if you see him up, he's hitting the shot or making the perfect touch. But so far this game, it's not been that TJ. In fact, 2 of his touches off his own backboard or post have resulted in goals for Omaha. And you can really only attest that to TJ coming up short. Could have maybe had a goal there if it wasn't 0 seconds, but the first game looking pretty convincing here. TJ's saying I want my 3 assists on the books. That is tough.
Yeah,
but I'm just looking.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see TJ do a lot more in this next match. Really fell short this one, but it's game 1. Lots of series left, lots of Rocket League left, and I doubt this will. They'll go down without a fight.
I think Des Moines could benefit from a little bit more aggression, especially on the offensive front. Like I think they had a couple of really good pop shots that probably should be put away, but they could also just have somebody clearing the net, creating some pressure on the defenders so they don't have such an easy save. Which right now it seems like Omaha is just cruising through the series. As dangerous as Des Moines has looked, they haven't really. Omaha doesn't look that phased, and Des Moines would be looking to change that. And I think a little more aggression, especially from, like I said, T-Jack needs to shoot better, yes. But Ari and Papo, their aggression needs to be more decisive, more aggressive, and show us why they are challenger players and why they are at this level of play and why they deserve to be on this roster with Ari Alts.
Yeah, maybe just having that second player up a little bit more. This is a team with a lot of chemistry that we've seen so far, and they've been going for a lot of passes, but we haven't seen any really connect. Other than making their way up the midfield and they kind of scramble to it. But maybe more direct passes and more composure in the back as well. I think their third is maybe pushing up a little bit too far, and it's leaving them in these spots where they got to rush back, and it's just messy and it's hard to play. It's hard to work around. But already we're getting a bit of aggression. This is what we kind of saw from game 1. Demo and Derecho started off really hot in the start of last game. Even though they didn't get a goal, they had a lot of pressure and were able to deal with the Omaha pressure. But the start of this one, they got a little bit of pressure of their own. Didn't result in anything, but just being in the orange half, then that helps with getting goals.
Yeah, it's also less chance of you being scored on because you're on the orange half, as I almost speak too soon. But you are right. Des Moines were in game 1 for 3.5 minutes until they conceded 1, and then at that point they almost were. As Papo hits it over one, Tichak should finish, and he gets the first goal for Des Moines in this week. Gets them started, gets them going, gets their bank account open for the series, and we'll be hoping for that. That's one of many.
And that's the second man that we needed to see on some of the other plays. This time, T-Jack is close enough to follow up on the teammate's shot and just put it in the net. It sounds simple. It sounds like, it's just all you're doing is tapping it in an open net, but it seems like that's maybe been a problem so far. But with that shot, T-Jack was close enough. Divine going for a crazy redirect off the opposing ceiling. Could not quite find it. And Papo's just trying to relieve some pressure by booming it out. Even finds himself a big boost. And Ari's left in a tough spot here. Infinite maybe trying for a bump. Ari does well. Clears it, but it's into Rob. But Rob just goes wide. Papo is hanging out in goal. Ventures out. Trying to pre-jump. Actually finds Ari. But just kind of throws it away to the corner. Kind of results in a nothing play. But, they're at least keeping their boost totals high. And then, oh my gosh, there's a pinch that almost gets redirected into their goal. And Ari, just the follow-up was not good enough. Rob able to stay calm and put it into the corner. Divine maybe gets up a little too early. Rob trying to find some sort of crazy double. Divine's up with him. Papo throws it away. Papo with a follow-up. Is there anyone to meet him? It's the Infinite. It's a 1v3. Maybe looking for a teammate mid, but it's just Ari to meet him. And Rob is trying for another solo play.
And I think like I like the aggression I'm seeing, but I think Ari especially is being a little too aggressive, where like he's just diving at nothing and just with no boost the entire time, leaving his teammates. And I really love what I'm seeing from Papo. The slow play does not result in a goal, but that was excellent. They need to keep doing more of that. And I think Papo should be getting a lot of credit for that first goal as well, because like T-Jack was the third man in that play. He may have finished the shot, but he was the third man. And Papo's second man positioning for Ari's center was excellent. And he just got it over to, and T-Jack was able to finish. And I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from Papo this match. As T-Jack puts one on net, Divine low boost, able to get it away. Ari should have him beat, puts it on net. That's not dangerous at all. As the series slows down a little bit, and Des Moines' offense is heating up, the defense is also looking a lot less solid. Has almost a triple commit in the corner, but they're able to get the ball away.
We are really back and forth. You know, this is a lot better from Derecho this game. You know, they just look a lot more composed. They look a lot more like a team this game. Last game looked like they kind of kept going for these like weird solo plays and passes kind of to nobody. And this game they're playing a lot closer, and there's a lot more sound this time. Papo is also, like you said before, has been that rock of the team. Really just, you know, being the one to stop everything, and Divine this time from the corner. That's some pinpoint shooting if I've ever seen it. From the corner, just has his chance. I mean, there's almost no angle here. Has the hook shot and just absolutely slams it in. That's 106 kbh from the corner. You can't react to that.
And I think the second man on the defense there was just not ready to follow after T-Jack's missed challenge. But you can't be discouraged by that. Like, so far this game, I would say Des Moines have been the better team. Then the game is even. They're not behind. They're not nothing. As I say that, Infinite hits it over one. T-Jack is last back, able to get a good touch and a follow-up. Tries to keep going. Devon should have low boost. Rob takes it away from him. Tries centering, almost bumps Papo. And Omaha is also heating up now. And I think all Des Moines have to do is just weather this storm for the next minute or so. Get their bearings, get some boost, and maybe they'll get away with one shot. All they need is for Omaha to overheat a little bit. Which they almost do there. There's like a slight double commit in midfield. TJ goes over one. The opportunity dies out. Nothing comes from it. The Papo has the ball in the corner. Gets a good 50. Stays in the corner. And two of Omaha's players have zero boost. And as Des Moines look to keep pressure. TJ puts it on net. Divine able to get it away. Papo hits it to the sidewall. Gets dunked. Ari keeps it down. I think that was probably a call out. Rob definitely did not miss that. And the ball bouncing dangerously in the center, and Divine able to recover and put it on net with 8 seconds left. Oh, and I don't think Ari wants to watch that one back, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's just so tough. It just waterfalls, and Ari could not keep up with it, and you know, falling off the backboard. They're able to convert. Divine has just been so solid. They do have a chance to keep it up. Throws it over to T-Jack. T-Jack back to Ari. Ari, just the shot is lacking, and they put it down. Omaha's 2-0 up in the series, and, you know, we knew Omaha were going to look good. But I did like what I saw from Derecho this game. They let it slip in the end. But, man, Omaha just got the comeback in the later half of the game and scored on, like 10 seconds left, and just stayed composed for the last 10 seconds of the game, and Derecho let that one slip.
Yeah, Zom's like Omaha, like Des Moines and Omaha both look like solid, very, very solid teams, honestly. I think this is a lot more even than I thought it would be, and I think the Derecho are beating themselves. That may be me being harsh, but it looks like they're just beating themselves. They're so close in the matchups. They're competing for every single ball for so long, for a majority of the games, and there's 10% of the game where their focus is just lacking, and they just get insta-punished. And that speaks highly of Omaha to be able to punish those missteps by Des Moines. As Des Moines look to, at the very least, not get swept and get something out of the game. Because losing to this Omaha team, as they almost conceded early on, is not a bad look. I think a lot of really good teams will lose to this Omaha team. But I think getting swept here after how you've played, it's got to be disheartening, especially with you still to play a second match, as Papo almost gets it across. I think they need to get at least one game to keep their vibes up for the next one. Although they do have TJ, they do have someone whose mentality will never die out, regardless of how bad it's going, and it's not going well. It's not going well at times.
That's just so tough. Infinite was just being such a pest, and Ari just didn't know what to do. Just ends up centering the ball for Divine again. I think Divine, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like this guy has been involved in every single goal in some shape or form. It has just been the Divine show, and, you know, Divine falling all the way to third round, which, in my opinion, is pretty insane. You know, Divine is an extremely good player to fall all the way down to that third round spot. And, just this team is just so scary when they're on. I mean, and here we go again, the Omaha pressure. They're just vicing them. Papo gets an excellent clear out, but Dwayne DeRacher do not have the boost to counterattack here. T-Jack does manage to pick up that mid boost. Papo as well has full boost. Ari finds a demo. T-Jack trying to find a teammate maybe in mid. Ari gets a nice pop-up, but Divine is there to meet him. And they're having a hard time breaking up, but maybe this is a chance. Ari off the backboard. Is anyone there to follow it up? It's Papo just off the crossbar. So close yet so far, the placement just was a little off. And because of that, Omaha get out of free. And Infinite on the counterattack with Rob assisting just off the backboard. So hard to stop this. T-Jack needed to get a better touch there. Just kind of, you know, came off the car the wrong way, and Ari was not ready to react. And it's 2-0 lead in the first 90 seconds here. The game might be slipping for Derecho. How do they turn this around, AK?
I honestly don't know if they can. I think that play just encapsulates every single thing that's been happening all series. The Des Moines ratio is so close, but yes, so far away. As Papo gets it over all the players, Divine has low boost. TJ pre-jumps, unable to get it. Already hits to the sidewall. But look at the patience from Divine. He did not panic at all. Knew Rob was behind him with full boost and just trusted his teammate. And I don't know. Maybe this Des Moines team needs time, but it is weak. I think they went 1-1 last week. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, this is match 1 of week 2. But I think you got to find it. You know, I think you got to find it soon, because, you know, you don't want to go into that major 1, you know, not confident. You have to go into major. You know, major 1's only, you know, a month away at this point. And if you're going into Major 1 without, you know, a team that you're super confident with and have a lot of faith and, you know, have been racking up quite a few points, it's going to be hard to come out on top. And those early points can really, you know, change a team. And just a pinch, like, I don't even know how this happened. It just kind of went off the sidewall and went in the bottom right corner of the net. Des Moines DeRacher will absolutely take this. Just a massive dunk, it looks like. And, well, Omaha, they lose one of their goals. They're still up by 1, but with 2 minutes, that's plenty of time. Des Moines DeRacher just need to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like Infinite might have DC'd for a second there, but he's back, and, you know, we're just back on to the orange half here. Maybe Papa has a chance, but Infinite shuts it down with no boost. Divine getting a nice clear out, and Rob is going to be there to chase it down and put pressure on Ari. T-Jack scrambling. Actually, 50s with Ari. Ari's just up early, maybe gets a pinch over. Infinite just there to control it, maybe back pass. Divine is really awkward here. Papo now with control of his own. Someone's there to meet him on the backboard and the ground. They're just swarming him, but Ari finally gets maybe some space here and instantly gets pre-jumped by Divine from the behind.
And I think that unable to stop Divine as Papo hits the backboard. Ari tries resetting off the backboard, unable to. But all of a sudden, Des Moines looks a lot more aggressive. I think I don't want to say they gave up, but I think it's like, hey, we probably just lost. Just play now. And they're playing with so much more freedom than they have been for the first couple minutes of this matchup. As I say that, the ball awkwardly in the corner. Papa able to move it away. Infinite puts it back in. Probably have one more over our yards. Divine gets it across. That might be in. T-Jack with a save. Infinite puts it over. And they still have the weaknesses in defense where they're unable to they're just that split second further back, and Des Moines is just the Omaha Buffalo is just that much faster to each ball. As this game wraps up, Infinite with almost an amazing redirect. And if you're Des Moines, you need to just full on commit at this point. You literally have nothing to lose. Conceding one more goal does not mean anything. You just have to go
You know,
all the way
all
in.
three players are just on the basically the goal line right there. Just they're super desperate for a goal. It's like an animal backed into a corner. It's willing to do anything to survive. And with only 20 seconds left, they got to really hurry. It's going to be a center ball. Kachijak, it's faked out by Infinite. Infinite does not have the boost to turn it. He flicks it up high. Ari throws it to the corner, but Papo misses the boost, but is running down the field. Manages to collect that one. Trying to center the ball. Kachijak misses the demo. Ari
Ari's the only one
trying to
with
go for a
boost.
solo play. And Divine just shuts it down immediately, bring it down the field. T-Jack has to find something here. And it's going to be up to Papo. Papo does keep it up. Papo just trying to find a bang. Ari might be there to beat it, but it's Infinite to shut it down. T-Jack does keep it alive. Papo trying to find a teammate, but he's getting pre-jumped by Infinite, who puts it in the dirt. It's over. 3-0, Omaha looking insane on the field.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean that was a lot better. Like, but the last two games were like they may have gotten swept, but I think it was a respectable sweep where there's a lot to learn, a lot to build, but also a lot of positives in that matchup. And I think I think they have a good base to build on. As we wrap up our first series of the day, how would you talk to me about that Des Moines team, especially? I know we should talk about the winners in Omaha. We have been talking about Des Moines a lot, but when everybody expects you to win a majority of your series this season, and we all expect Omaha to be a favorite to win Challenger this season with this roster, I think there's enough said already. So like I want to focus on Des Moines for a few minutes, well, a minute maybe.
Yeah.
What did you see that you liked, that you disliked, that you think either they can build on, or maybe you think, I mean, we are in a trade window. We haven't really talked about the trade window being open right now and teams being able to pick up players, to drop players. Like, you think Des Moines needs a change?
Saying a team needs a change, it's still really early. I think I always encourage teams to, see what their options are, because you might find something that just clicks and, like, you might vibe with a team more than another, but
Yeah.
I would like to see how their next match goes. This was not even though the scoreboard says 3-0, those last two games were 1-goal games against maybe one of the top teams in Challenger. That's not a bad look, I think going into today, Omaha looks just like really hard to beat, and just into the season, Omaha was one of those favorites, like you said before, and I would like to personally say that series was close, despite it being,
Yeah, I agree.
not, despite it being not, and although I think keeping your, shutting out the idea of ever making a change is, not smart. I also think just jumping, oh, we lost to Omaha, we have to make a change. Making a change too quickly can end up hurting your team more than, helping it.
Yeah, but with how
I think it's
condensed the
something to
season
think
is,
about.
I don't know that making a change too quickly is as much of an issue as it would be in a like a 6 month season compared to what we have now.
Yeah.
But I think,
Yeah.
like, just to wrap up this section before we head to break, I think let's touch a little bit on the Omaha Buffalo, because we haven't really talked about them. We've been focused on the ratio. Like, I really enjoyed what I saw from that team, and I have such high hopes for that team. And I think you mentioned it during the matchup. I think Divine falling that far in Challenger, it is criminal.
It's pretty insane. And just having three just powerhouses of players, like really all three of those players, Rob, Infinite, and Divine, all three of those players can make plays, and just, we've been seeing this a lot in Rising Star, we've been seeing this a lot in Challenger, and even, Premier. Just having three of those powerhouse players is so strong and is so scary, and when you just have to go, like, you just have to fight against these powerhouses, and every single time any player was on the ball, you have to respect something. Like, you have to send a player forward to just stop it, because I mean, they could be making those solo plays, they could be making those team passing plays, they could be outplaying two players, and I just think that's so valuable. And yeah, like you just said, like I said before, Divine falling to third, Rob being the second, and Infinite kind of being a bit of an unknown player coming into the season. Just all three of those players looking really solid, and that's just gonna be a tough team to beat. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wish both teams good fortune in their next matchups. As we'll take a short, well, not so short break, and we will be back with a grudge match. A team that made it to LAN last season who made it to the grand final of the Challenger, unable to get over the line. Was it Thermal's fault? Was it Eli's fault? Find out very, very soon.
I think I need therapy or just some more whiskey. I can't seem to understand how you do this to me. You've been running in circles inside my head. Wasn't looking for love, but baby, I found you instead.
Hello. We're back, Zoms. Welcome back.
Hello.
And
All
we would be
right.
friendly, saying hello, we're back, we're happy and all that. I don't think this series will be happy. This is as much of a grudge match as possible, I think.
Pretty close to it, other than a 1-for-1 team from last season. But this, you know, we got two players that were on the same team that made it all the way to grand finals and came up short in that last match. And this season they're trying to take it all, and on different teams, mind you, and they're meeting up in week 2. And I think the series is gonna maybe show who's the better whose fault it really was. No, I think the series is actually gonna be super close and intense. And I'm just I cannot wait to get in here. We're just assembling the teams right now. Looking at these two teams, we have Eli with Flair and Mal. Week 1 they came out 2-0, looking real hot. Looking like they could improve still. But if you look like you need to improve and you still come out in the week 2-0, that's pretty impressive. And do you want to talk a little bit more about Bemidji?
I'll be honest, I know little to nothing about Bemidji except Thermal is really good at the video game. A lot of teams are considering him for that third round Prem slot. And I think even him falling as low as he did, I think he's like a Divine pick. Well, not as extreme as Divine, but him falling as low as he did in the first round is also kind of insane. And I think him and Barry a very, very good one too.
Yeah.
As I'm getting asked what the timer is for the forfeits, but that is definitely not going to happen. We'll probably get a match going.
No, probably.
But I think again, like I've seen a lot on like it. I've seen a lot of Thermal and Barry. Not as much on hotspots. A little bit, but not as much in these high level lobbies. So I don't know how he's gonna perform. But I'm really excited for the Thermal Barry team. And I know they've been trying to queue up a lot of duos together. They've been trying to make that partnership work, to make that franchise successful. And I think they'll have a lot of success. Eli's team, on the other hand, Eli might think they have the best roster in the league. I may not be so sure. As much as I love Blasky, I think by listening to Eli, I think he kind of trolled, and his team is not the best. Oh, that might be me just trolling my friend. But you know what? Actually, I'm glad I looked this way because I just saw there is an ad break starting in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna start it now so we don't get cut off. And Eli doesn't hear me talking crap about his team. Let's go.
Why is there an ad break happening right now?
It's happening right now.
Okay, cool. So
that means better than happening mid game.
Yeah.
Because I only have 3 snoozes in that 5 minutes total.
Chad, if you're a subscriber and you're here, get some ones. Let's see some ones. Real chatters rise up. If we see no ones, everyone is getting banned. And if you're watching this on the VOD, I hate you. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
We love you. We love you, VOD watchers.
Yeah, we love you.
I lied. The live chat, nobody likes them, unfortunately. But it's.
Oh, the live chat subscribers.
Yeah, we kind of have to stall because we can't really talk about anything serious until the ad break ends. But wait, Shake can hear us somehow.
Shake isn't subscribed. He's
a
loyal.
He's just typing too, though.
Oh, he must have just tuned in, so the ads haven't kicked in yet. Look at that! What a just charming lad.
Oh my god, Eli's team is finally here, and perfect timing. I think the ad break is about to end.
Beautiful. I want to get the predictions, but I want to wait for. Tell them to wait. Tell them to wait. Wait.
All right.
Oh.
All right. It's like herding cats. What is this? Zoms, you know a lot about cats. Tell me, is this what it feels like? What is this?
Okay, so although we might have assembled the 6 stupidest people on the entire planet, we are gonna get it going. Hopefully everyone can leave. It's okay. I'm guessing the ads are done now, so hopefully they heard that part. That's probably the most important part.
I'll be honest, I don't know enough about Twitch to even know where to look at the timer, but I'm assuming yeah. Yeah, let's assume yes.
Woo! All right, now, well, unfortunately, we had rocks for brains and we managed to start the game. It's okay. It happens. I'm right there with you. But we can just make a new lobby. It's not a big deal. Same name and pass. Hopefully
they get the hints. Yeah.
can join up quickly. Yeah, hopefully they get the hint. Okay,
Yeah,
there
as
we
I
go.
was saying,
This looks like a nice new lobby.
I'm really excited for the Bemidji team. Not so much for the Farlow team. I think they're a team that Eli, as much as the persona Eli likes to portray, he's a nice guy, and I think he'll stick with this team for as long as possible because he likes his teammates. But I think his team, I don't think it's good enough to win. And I think today, I'm going to predict that he's going to maybe not get swept. I think they're good enough to take a game, but I think that they're going to lose 3-1. And I'm backing Barry, Hotspots, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, Thermal.
I think we're good to go. Yeah, I think we're
as
good to
we're
go.
ready to go into the match. Players are ready. Not jumping the gun this time. Waiting for us to tell them to go. And yeah. Let's get it going, Zoms.
Go. I told them to go.
They're going.
Yeah, but my prediction, so you're leaning towards Bemidji, which I think is very fair. Honestly, I think Bemidji's team, they're just so solid. Thermal, Barry, Hotspots. Such a strong team. Just like last game with Omaha, I can make a lot of the same. And Barry just right off the bat showing you why you can't let Barry get time in the air because he's gonna punish you and just gets an amazing outplay in the air and flipper sets on the flare. Nothing you can really do about that. 6 seconds in, making a good case for you, AK. But I like starting some drama. I like going with the underdogs. So I'm gonna roll with Eli here and the Fargo squad. I do have a lot of faith in. Okay, maybe I'm.
No, keep talking. A lot of faith,
Yeah.
and keep finishing that sentence.
I might be very wrong here.
Give me the score prediction you were about to.
We were talking about how Eli and Thermal, were on the same team last season, made it all the way to the finals. But Mal, who was on Eli's team, mind you, was the one to, take them down. And although with a lot of help and very good teammates, you can't discredit Mal for that. And okay, this is maybe getting a little out of hand. I'll just shut up. I bet.
I mean, you're not wrong though. Mal was the one to take down Eli and Thermal. So there is a lot of parallels in this match, as Eli's already yapping. Buddy, focus on the match. You got to hit the ball. Stop typing.
Oh man, 30 seconds in, and you see an opponent with 400 points. You are a little worried. That is crazy. But finally, they're able to maybe shut it down, and yeah, that's just crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just had to point that out real quick. And no, it is just. We're seeing a goal every 10 seconds. This is
something.
Were you?
As we were saying, this Bemidji squad is apparently terrifying. The Fargo Steelhawks' defense is terrified. What defense, you may ask? I don't know. Surely they just put a hand up as Eli tries putting on one on net. Too tame. Thermal able to get it away. And Bemidji's back on offense. Will they score? Nope. They're far behind. The 10 seconds per goal is already down the drain, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it flipped on its head. Although this is a deep hole that Fargo's themselves in, and thankfully, the first minute of game 1, so maybe they can figure out what was happening and maybe just get it under reins. But this game already, I know it's crazy to say with 4 minutes left, is already looking very, very, very unwinnable, which is crazy to say with this much time left. But in 3v3, 4 goals, that is a hard mountain to climb, and they're not really getting going yet. Barry just putting us off one on shot. Hotspot stopping it down to mid, but Flair's actually there to meet him. Thermal, no boost on the back line, just staying stoic and able to shut it down immediately. And then fizzles out immediately. Eli's gonna, collect the ball in the corner. Outplays one. Eli gets one more touch over to Flair, but Flair just could not connect. Maybe the pass is a little awkward. It's in the corner. They do find a demo. Eli's trying to find something here. The attack is just gonna fizzle out though because they have no boost.
Yeah, and I mean, to Fargo's credit, they have slowed down the bleeding a lot. They haven't conceded a goal Why do I even speak? Why do I speak? They hadn't conceded a goal for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And yeah, I think this is where you go, yeah, there's half the game left. Let's try and regain. Let's try to get some confidence going. And let's just play with the mentality that, hey, we lost this game, but we're just going to get the good habits going now for the next one. And just go next. Because this is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really not looking winnable at all, but it's game one. I think they're just going to break whatever habits that are happening in this game. And, just find a strategy to get more goals because, looking at a shutout right now, how many times do you see a 3v3 game result in a, this many goals and there are just 0 goals on one team? I mean, that is a shocking thing to see, especially in Challenger when, what we've seen a lot, and the one consistent thing that we've seen through, all the leagues this season as, all the games have been super close, super competitive. This is the most competitive, it's ever been as far as I know, as far as it goes for closeness with the teams. But, right now, Bemidji's showing us that that's just not true at all with a completely one-sided game one. Eli maybe finding one back down the field. That's a good start, finding a goal. Eli just sees the opening down the field and just bangs it in. Hotspot maybe with a mistouch. Outplays his own teammate. And Eli throws in the first goal of the series.
Maybe that will spur them on. Give them a little bit of confidence and get maybe a second for the road. Maybe a third for the road. Maybe get this game close enough to the point where the loss feels like, hey, it wasn't that bad as Thermal tried to double off the backboard. Very able to clear. And they've got somewhat of a foothold in this series, but every time Bemidji is on the attack, they look vulnerable as Eli unable to slot that. Gets a good demo. Hotspot is low boost. Barry also low boost. Only last one back. Gets it around him. Thermal able to spawn. Almost slots that again. Every single time the Bemidji squad get the ball on the blue half, it just looks like it's almost going to result in a goal. The defense just looks way not structured at all and just way too fractured, I would say.
It's in shambles, all right, AK. It is in shambles. And, Eli has got to, not be happy about that. I really want to see, more from Eli here. We saw that first goal, which is good, but he's the first round overall pick in all of Challenger. This is the type of, spot where you expect a hard carry, and so far in this series, we have not seen him be able to really break out of his own half. I mean, he did get the one goal, but other than that, there hasn't really been too much going on. Here we go. Eli trying to shut me up right away and finds almost Flair on the sidewall, but just shut down again immediately. And Mal just bringing it up, maybe finding Flair. Flair just trying to get the ball moving, just trying to outplay people on the Bemidji team, and it's just not working. The time is about to tick down. We got about 10 seconds left here. This is pretty much just for show. Try to get one more, and doesn't look like they're gonna find it.
Yeah, it does not look like it. But conceding 4 goals in the first minute was, outside of that, the game has been pretty even. Even as Barry fluffs his lines there, the game did look pretty even, I would say, for the second half. Even though every time Bemidji went on the attack, they looked extremely dangerous, and Fargo looked very, very shaky. I think there's small positives to build on, and I think hopefully they don't concede 4 in 40 seconds, and maybe they can do something better. But so far in the Thermal versus Eli story, it is not looking good for Eli. But he was carried that season.
Hey, if you're just looking at the points, hey, Eli's got them. But points do not matter. But you're right about that. Ignoring the first sloppy minute of the game, it really was a 1-1 goal game. Or a 1-1 game. So I want to just see a stronger start. For as much as we were saying we didn't like what we were seeing from Fargo, it really wasn't that bad outside of the first minute. And I'm hoping to see that same consistency throughout the rest of the series. It might be good to note that I don't know if it was Flair or Mal, one of those two. I think Mal. I think they just got on the game, so
maybe they're warming up. Okay,
so that could have been a warm up.
I like that.
That's at least So they got the warm up done. Maybe the first minute they got beat down. But we're going to game 2, and you can't spend any more time warming up. You gotta start now, because if you get into match point and you're only just now saying you're warmed up, that's just a story. That's a disaster. And you know,
I mean, let's
we're
say that
already
we're
we're
true.
already doing better than last game.
Let's say that we're true Zoms. Like, and Mal just got on the game. He's warming up. How long does it take you to warm up? Just one game, really? Because like, if that is the
Takes me
case,
a
and he's
while.
warming up, I expect him to be warming up this game also and the next. And then at that point,
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
of course. But if you're just comparing a cold Mal, like a completely cold Mal, to after one game Mal, I think that's lights out. I think that's
Yeah,
completely
that's
different.
fair.
You know. And I think even a Mal that's not entirely warmed up, like, even if it's just like 70% warm Mal is better than a 0% warm Mal. And there it's just a great cut. Thermal just immediately punishes the double commit, and just there's not much they could have done. I mean, Mal and Eli double committing in the corner or the midfield here, and Flair just has no chance to get back. They really need to cut that out and figure out a place to maybe it's communications that are going wrong. I don't know. They just got to figure it out quick, because although it's only one goal, this can spiral. We saw it last game. One goal can spiral into 4 very quickly, and it looks like they are at least attacking right now. Thermal trying to get involved on the backboard here, just clears it out, looking for maybe a double off the ground, but Eli is there to shut him down, trying to get the team started on some offense. Flair to meet him in the corner. Doesn't really do anything. Just gets fizzled out, and Hotspots clears it down the field. And we're back on the Fargo side. Eli goes missing on the backboard, and Hotspots will never miss that. Puts it in. That's a 2-goal lead. Got 3 minutes and 40 seconds here, but we're running out of time here.
Yeah, no, it looks like the Bimiji is getting some revenge for Thermal, because Eli threw his land win and Maul took it from him. And today is Thermal's day to get his get back, and his team knows the mission and they know exactly what they need to be doing. On the other side, it does not look like the Fargo Steelhawk looks like a cohesive team. As I say that, Flair gets a pop shot of a ball that just falls midfield for him, and Hotspot's unable to react in time, and they get the goal back. They're keeping it close already. I like that. It's not 4-0. Let's go. Woo!
That was good. I really liked what I saw there from Mal. Mal just willing to get really aggressive in the corner there. Not fully committing, still able to rotate quickly, but he bumped. I think it was Barry that was on the ball, off the ball, and gave Flair a chance. Flair trying to make a solo play, do it all his own, just goes a little wide. Thermal trying to maybe start a counterattack, but it's Flair into the corner, maybe trying to get a goal here. It's 3v1. They need to find a bump here. Oh man, no one made contact, but there's just nowhere for the pass. Trying to take a shot, Flair just goes wide.
Buddy, you're live right now, right?
I might need to. I actually might need to go.
Busy from this call.
I unironically might need to go and play.
I was gonna ask him if they won. Oh, that's my franchise. What?
Yeah, I may or may not need to go and play and sub up for my challenger team. So
if you need to go, buddy, you can go right now. That's okay.
So yeah, this was not expected. Yeah, I just got messaged mid-game here. I was not expecting this. I
believe you, Zoms. Go warm up, buddy. You got this. Hopefully you will.
Okay,
Am I streaming that? Is it the last one or is
it
another one?
You will maybe be streaming
streaming
me.
the last
I don't know. Hey, T-Jack's here. Maybe T-Jack wanted to finish the cast with you.
No, I'm not gonna make T-Jack do that. He's having a tough time right now. His team might have lost. Got swept twice. It's okay. I might have seen that, but it's fine.
I'm sorry, T-Jack. I didn't want to open up.
We don't talk about it.
I have to go though. It sounds like I might have to sub up.
And as we come back from this intermission, the Fargo Steelhawks did bring the goal back, both goals, and the series is tied now. As they look to bring this game, at least take this game, and keep the series alive for them. Because if they lose this match, I don't have any hope for them for reverse sweeping this Bemidji team, who are looking very scary. As Hotspots goes on the backboard, hits it up, no follow up. And since you guys have a solo cast, just me guys, there'll be a little bit of pausing, a little bit of talking about the rest of the league, and that's okay. If something exciting happens, we'll talk about it. As Mal gets at center for Thermal, tries popping it for Eli, who gets bumped by Hotspots, and Bemidji is now bumping each other for fun. That's how much respect they have for this Fargo team. Series is still tied though. And the Fargo Steelhawks could shut me up by just taking this game in an amazing center by Hotspots. Gets a dunk as well. And the boost grab. And the offensive pressure from Fargo continues. You know, Captain Cat, thank you for believing in me, buddy. I know I got this. Thank you. As I just look across the league, the rest of the matches, maybe I shouldn't do that with a minute left. As Thermal hits it to the sidewall, Eli unable to put the shot through. As I would say, it's just Eli who's up. That doesn't really matter as Maul goes missing. Barry able to put it away, and with 40 seconds left, Bemidji about to have the series point unless Fargo just stops missing the ball on defense. And I'm not the type of guy who leaks things. Actually, I do leak things. Actually, I really enjoy making people mad at me. I've been hearing things about some potential roster switches, may or may not involve these two teams. And based on what I'm seeing today, as Eli, no. Oh no. Oh no. The next match after the series is over is also the Chicago Jungle, the new look Chicago Jungle with Mini Naquan instead of Rage. Mini Naquan, ISO, and Olvi playing this Fargo team. So Eli might lose to both his former teammates in the same day. As Bemidji take game 1. Zoms is still in the VDO, and I don't have time to take him out. So you get Zoms locked in cam. Okay, there he goes. Nice. Oh my god. And I think Bemidji, unfortunately, is just too strong for this Fargo team. Whether Maul is warmed up or not, I think this is just a bridge too far, especially with how they're playing. Maybe Bemidji is just peaking right now, but how they're playing right now, they just look a step above what the Fargo Steelhawks have to offer. And yeah, this potentially could mean that Thermal was the carry for that jungle team. Maybe ISO was the carry actually. All it means if Eli loses to both Thermal and ISO on the same day, all it means is he was the weak link on that team, as already Bemidji's on offense. And 2 demos on the backline by Hotspot, still chasing more. Flair is awkward, able to get a touch. Maul gets it away. Able to get a second touch, gives him space. Eli just diving at nothing, buddy. Put a hand up. As Flair able to get a good clear. Goes off the ceiling. Even losing, he's confident. I love that from Flair. But Eli looks shook right now. He does not look good. He's shaking in his boots. As he likes to say, do you want to make me mad? He might be mad right now. As Thermal tries solo playing. Fakes one, just drives across, no challenging, no nothing, just trust his team will be there to follow up as he takes it away from Hotspots, who probably had a shot, and are they gonna put this oh my god. Yeah. Unfortunately for the Fargo Steelhawks, this is a perfect indication of how the entire series has been going for them. How am I on an ad break? What? Twitch is scamming. Hello? Twitch is actually just scamming. I do apologize. As this game continues, as the ball is jumbled away by Eli, and every single time. And Eli got a good shot, immediate cut. Whoever that defender was not expecting Eli to be able to immediately just shoot that. Hotspots, plays for the boost, gives Eli too much space. And the one thing about Eli, you do not want to give him space. And all of a sudden, the Fargo Steelhawks take up in this game from a kickoff goal. Excellent play by Eli, forcing a bad challenge out of Barry. And Flair with a follow-up. In my defense, I don't know how Twitch works, buddy. I don't know what to add. What? All I know is I clicked snooze 3 times during the series. So, shush. And now it's the Bemidji Lumberjacks that need to come back in this game. And Eli puts one on the sidewall, and Flair again, right there to follow up. And I don't know if the Fargo Steelhawks just turned the switch and now that they know what they're doing, or Bemidji just slowing down a bit too much and getting overconfident. As the kickoff goes Bemidji's way, good challenge by Eli, who should be able to follow this up. Just hits it across center. Maul trying to follow up. Thermal gets it clear. Low boost. Flair just bangs it to the backboard. Good touch by Hotspots on low boost. Now all of a sudden Eli has enough space to do what he wants, and that is not... If you're the Bemidji Lumberjacks, you have to stop Eli's space. Like, that is something they've been doing well, making him uncomfortable all series long. But over the past couple minutes, they've been giving him a little bit too much space. As Barry with a good catch, immediate pop shot. Maul is ready for it. The ball coming across Hotspots. Cuts the lead to 1. As we're back from the ad break. Guys, it was not my fault, I promise. And as this series gets even more interesting, the Fargo Steelhawks now actually putting up a fight. I'm really enjoying this side of them. And it just looks like it hinges on Eli just being extremely aggressive, having a little bit of space and doing something with it. Just like that, gets pretty much beats 2 because Hotspot is awkward now. Thermal tries doubling. That's Flair, excuse me. Barry should have a touch, fakes it. And Flair fluffs his lines, unfortunately. Thermal with a good dunk. Nobody center. Thermal able to get back to that ball somehow. Still on the ball. On the backwood. Gets dunked by Maul. Also throws it back to his corner for Barry to follow up. What a reaction by Flair. As the ball just pinches to the ceiling in front of the orange net. An excellent challenge by Eli to force that. And you know, maybe I was saying Eli is really bad at the beginning of the series, but I'm not doing that now. He looks not bad, and again, a good kickoff, but unfortunately they fluff it by both committing to that. Or the team comms. They look so much better in this game, for whatever reason. So much better, as Thermal almost gets a nice shot. Hotspot starts getting it across. Thermal Barry should have time. Goes on the ceiling. Gives too much time to Maul, who's able to recover. Eli up. Fakes it for Flair, who puts it on net, and it's in the net. How many goals does Flair have? Jesus. Everything he shoots is just turning to gold. And you know, because I'm casting alone, I was kind of hoping Fargo was going to get swept, you know, just so I can get a break and maybe get a friend, but... You know, for Eli's sake, I guess I'm happy they're making this a fight. Thermal hits it to the corner. Barry, too close. They double commit, but Thermal has control of this. Tries putting it center for Hotspots, who gets dunked, but then Thermal gets the final dunk. That ball is high in the air. Barry up, puts it on net. Thermal unable to get it on time. And now Fargo back on offense. We're seeing a lot more aggression, especially from Eli and Maul. And Flair just always ready to just back it up. Just get the final shot in. And they almost sneak one more through for the road. As this game dies down.
Want a friend?
I may have a friend. Oh my god, I have a friend. Wait, you not playing, buddy?
Already done the series.
You about to say you already won both?
Yep,
Say that.
three
It's
O's.
okay to be egotistical, but you do. Hell yeah, I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ready up. I'm just gonna try and get you in this.
I'm not. Yeah, I'll just watch it from your Discord stream. It's all good.
Okay, awesome. There you go. Boom. And we got the legendary Clash DA, fresh off of a 2-0 series wins tonight to take his challenge team to 3-1, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
So you're
I'm
not
back.
getting dropped, and I'm not picking you up. Guy.
Exactly. Yeah, big unfortunate.
As we get Game 4 started. Thank you, Clash, for joining me. Have you been watching at all, or have you been busy playing? Games?
Only just got into this one, so I saw Fargo just win that series. But I'm honestly not surprised to see Bemidji doing really well so far this series because we scrimmed them before. They look really good. I think they're a really dangerous team. I think a lot of people underrate them, honestly, including myself before I played them. But I think that could be a very good team. But Fargo trying to fight back here. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of this one goes as they're trying to put on pressure right now.
Yeah, that last game, that third game that we just watched, I honestly don't. I'm good at the game. I'm very good at the game. I'm one of the best players in the game, but I'm not good enough to understand what the Fargo Steelhearts changed that just flipped the switch to where they were just. Eli was just like immediately as he bounces on the back boost, he was just faster to every ball. Maul was just insta challenging everything, and Flair was just ready to follow up. I don't know why that wasn't happening the first two matches. Maybe Zombie was right, and they needed to Maul especially needed to warm up. Maybe that was it. But.
Yeah, I feel like a playstyle like that. Oh my goodness, that's just gonna go in for Fargo. Pinching from that corner is crazy. But yeah, I feel like a playstyle that for Fargo it just really relies on super clean and simple rotations. If you don't have those simple rotations where Eli can take momentum into the ball, it's gonna be really difficult for Fargo to do well. But also Flair, as you mentioned before I joined, he was scoring a ton for Fargo there. Eli making the plays, Flair getting them away. That play style is going to be working for him, and they're taking the lead in this one.
Yeah, by my count, that was his 6th goal of this series.
Wow.
And his team got like smacked 5-1 in the first match.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't see the score lines of the first two, but yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he's just like always ready for the inevitable space that his teammates are just now opening for him, and he's just ready to pop shot. And like his shots are just powerful and placed to perfection. Nobody can stop him apparently. And I would be able to stop him in challengers.
Of course. Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to.
Yeah.
All night.
all night.
As Thermal tries getting some offense going for Bemidji, who've gone quiet since game 3, since game 2, honestly. As Barry pinches it across the ceiling. Flare hits to the sidewall. Thermal tries centering for Eli. That is not your team, buddy. As Eli almost gets a double off the backboard. Thermal should have control of this, even with low boost. Might be getting bumped soon.
Yeah, big challenge, but I think that was Barry on the defensive end there. He didn't actually get contact on the ball, but made contact with Eli just enough. Eli was 100% lining up that double. Probably going to be able to score it if he did hit it, but Barry just, as the last man, got in front of that one. It was super important for Bemidji, but they're going to have to score sometime soon here. I would be worried for Bemidji if they don't score before a minute. Like I don't like them going in that last minute down. I think they need to tie it up soon here.
You say they have bad mental? Okay.
No, I just think Fargo is going to be good enough at locking him down, especially trying to get that reverse sweep going. They're going to be looking really solid. I think if they score soon here, Bemidji has a good chance in this one. But if they don't, I don't know. Fargo looks poised to get that reverse sweep going.
They really do, and they look so much more confident, especially on defense. They're like so spaced out, and every touch is to space where a teammate can follow up. Even that looked dangerous, sure, but Eli covered it, and Thermal was, Flair, was there covering. I keep forgetting Thermal's not on Eli's team anymore. Unfortunately, Eli is not going to be able to get carried as he tries going for a double. Two players commit. They both on 0 boost. as Eli takes that corner as well. So they have extended period of pressure, but Eli just gives it back to Thermal. Again, not on your team. The Bemidji is awkward in the corners. That ball comes across. Barry able to get it away as hotspots.
Oh.
Really should be doing better with that. At least getting a challenge.
Yeah, if he had a little bit more boost, he might have been able to get back to that one and keep it a threat. But as we drop under a minute now, I'm really worried for Bemidji in this game at least. But they have 1 minute and they're trying to get some pressure going. But this could be a counterattack now. Eli going for a psycho off the sidewall there. Not quite going to be able to hit it, but some pressure maintaining. Bemidji with some pressure here at 50. Not quite going through as this one's a follow-up shot. Not going through. Well saved out by Flair. Flair trying to push this one forward. Not going to be able to. And this one's going to be on target now. Well saved by Eli. Beats 2 defenders, but this one goes through. Doesn't get the follow-up touch. Eli kind of lost possession there, and Bemidji pounced on it.
See, I might yap a lot, but that challenge from hotspots, it was the most rising star challenge I've ever seen in my entire life. But it was it's in the net now. So
I mean, with 20 seconds left, I don't mind that risky challenge with that little time left. So well done by hotspots there, even though it was crazy risky.
Yeah, and even in that play, but Eli Fleur, again, I kind of stop saying Thermal. Jesus. Eli Fleur and Maul were all pretty much zero boost. Pressure almost gets it in. As Bemidji have some pressure going into the last. As this ball needs to stay up for them to get a goal, but they have boost control a little bit. As I say that, Maul puts it on net. Hotspots just puts it down. And overtime in game 4. And this series is a lot closer than it began.
Yeah, I kind of wish I saw those first games to see that contrast, but yeah, right now this is looking really tight. Fargo, they're holding on to pressure a little bit more often, but Bemidji have defended well this game. They only went 1 through early, but now Bemidji's trying to counterattack here. As Fargo's just trying to play a really safe rotation. They don't want to let anything through, but this could be a little awkward. Flair, good challenge by him. This one falls middle. No one there for Bemidji. Easy clear for Eli. He's going to follow it himself. He had Malin there, but he wasn't really playing it to him. Another simple, easy clear for Bemidji. I want to see a little bit more control coming out from both teams here. That could have been a chance for Fargo, but it goes across and wanting as Hotspots now hits the middle. This could be a chance. Great control touch, but unfortunately, the retreating player for Fargo was able to disrupt that play enough. Mal, big bang coming out. This could be a chance. Thermal cutting it out. This going the other way. Fargo not quite able to get this one target. Barry pushing it forward. Mal able to clear this one out as it goes forward here. This one could be a chance again. Not quite on target. There's chances coming back and forth for both teams here.
Yeah, and Bemidji slightly awkward in the corner. That ball goes across the net. But now, that's a good demo because Fargo were very stretched. But that beat to the corner gives them a little bit of space. Bemidji still has most of the boost in this lobby. They're unable to do anything with it. And that ball is in the net. And Thermal was taking too much time in his corner. And Maul did not respect him in any way, shape, or form. He said, that is my ball. Get out of the way.
Yeah, Barry and Thermal kind of on top of each other. Thermal felt like he had to do something, and he did. But unfortunately, he didn't play it to a spot that he was able to follow it faster than a Fargo player could. And now we move on to Game 5 in a reverse sweep situation, potentially, for Fargo if they take this next one. Bemidji has to figure out a way to bring back what they did in the first few games.
I think I did a count, and there was a couple reverse sweeps last week. There was 3 or 4 denied reverse sweeps. This season is turning out to be a lot closer, especially in Challenger. I think how many games? There was 11 Game 5s last week.
It was a lot of Game 5s, but it's interesting to contrast this week. There have been a ton of sweeps. The first, I think it was 6 series that were reported were all sweeps in Challenger this week. So big contrast to this week. Teams finding their footing, some teams still struggling, but now we're going into a Game 5 now in this one. And who are you thinking is going to take this one? Do you think Bemidji holds them off, or do you think Fargo holds on to the pressure they've had?
Again, I wish I was knowledgeable enough in this game to decipher what is that ball. Also was able to get it away. I was smart enough to understand what Fargo change that is making Bemidji look so average. They looked so good in the first couple of matches. They was shutting down anything and everything that Fargo was doing, and Eli especially looked so uncomfortable. He was missing the ball. He was giving it away. He was whiffing. I never really see Eli whiff. And he was going back to ranked Eli mode, where like he just drives the ball and just flies for everything. But then all of a sudden something just clicked, and now they just look like the better team by a mile. Well, not by a mile.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I'm still going to take Bemidji, even though Fargo had looked good. I have confidence in this roster for Bemidji. I think they're going to be able to hold on. But especially because now they have nothing to lose. They have to win this one. They're holding on to potential canceling of a reverse sweep, as Fargo are holding on to defense. That was a double commit by Bemidji on offense. If they are doing that, I will regret my choice in who I think is going to win this one. But this could be a chance for Bemidji, popping it high as the Hotspots gets the shot on Mal, able to get there, but a follow-up by Barry. Bemidji take the lead in this Game 5.
I think that's their first lead since Game 2, actually.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's something to get the juices back flowing a minute and a half into this game. Maybe they're back. Hopefully they're back. I don't want to see... you sometimes you want to see your friends win. You want to see them succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to see Eli win. Because like it's even better when you can laugh at your friends. It's like
that's crazy.
That makes me evil as Eli able to put that pass from Maul away. Excellent vision from Maul, and good on Eli for being there. But
yeah, Eli does not want to get laughed at.
Yeah, part of me wants to see Eli lose to Thermal and ISO on the same day. Imagine that. He would not show his face for like a few weeks, honestly.
That would be crazy. I didn't realize that you had that Jungle already played. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong spot. I thought that was, never mind. So they'll play Jungle next.
That was kind of cooked a little bit, but yeah.
You're good. No, for some reason I looked at the Rising Star schedule, but no, we're good. And yeah, the big shot by Eli there, keeping that one, this game at hand, tying it back up. But Bemidji are trying to get a little bit of pressure going back here. I think solid rotations from both of these teams are going to be what win it. Bemidji need to be able to play aggressive from that third man, but in order to do so, they have to be able to rotate back. But that was a great chance from Thermal there on the offensive side for Bemidji. But now counterattack coming. Big clear again from Thermal. Thermal all over the field right now, trying to get this one out himself. Not going to be able to. This one now goes clear over to Barry. Some control for him. Big bumps coming out. Good save by Mal. And Bemidji are trying to press.
Yeah, and Fargo Silhawks look a lot. Very solid. Again, compared to how they started, which I know you didn't get to see, but honestly, they did not. I kept saying they look bad. I didn't say anything more than that because I was trying to be nice, because I've been told that I'm really mean on stream by some people. But this is what I expect from a team led by the first overall in Challenger. Show a little fight, show a little grit, show a little determination, and they're here to compete now. As Eli dunks that one over, Barry should have a nice clear. Puts it center. Maul jumps for it. So does Eli. Both low boost now. Eli is upfield. And
that's a chance.
Yep, Thermal able to put it away.
Wow, great positioning from Thermal there. I don't know. Oh, man, that was just a beautiful touch by him. Mal stuck on zero boost on the back line. Couldn't do anything about it. Fargo really just overextended there. Leaving Mal alone with no boost in that position is not going to be a recipe for success. But now they have to figure out a way to fight their way back, just like they have in this series. Otherwise, they're going to be losing this Game 5. A stopped reverse sweep if no more goals happen. But Fargo wants nothing to do with that. They're going to be trying to get one away right here.
Yeah, and they've already come back from a goal down in this match. So they've shown they can do it. They need to not overextend. Who broke that?
I don't know.
Hotspots does not care about the rule 1. Since
I can't.
We believe in karma, so we'll say Thermal Flare broke it, so that's why
I think I think Flair let go of the gas, so he actually did kind of break it there.
That's what you get. That is what you get.
And there it is. Yeah, Bemidji now with the 2-goal lead. Honestly, when you're down, you want to hold that rule one. More goals happen with less players on the field. So it was in Flair's best interest, in my opinion, to hold on to that rule one. But it didn't matter, even if he did break the rule one, like super quickly. The shot he couldn't do anything about. Bemidji now with a 2-goal lead. It's going to be a tough one for Fargo to stop. They have to get this one away. Again, full 5 points for whoever wins this series. All that Fargo have done so far is decrease that game differential. If they don't win this series, they don't get any points from it. And they only have 15 seconds to get one away. They have to get it away, preferably with some time left on the clock. They have to have at least a second left on the clock to have a chance, and they're not going to. This one's going to go through. Bemidji are going to take this series in 5.
They maybe honestly, I gotta come clean, guys. I DM Thermal. I told him the series was boring, and I told him to make it interesting. That's why we went to 5.
True.
But now the real Bemidji is showing themselves, cleaning out Game 5. And if I'm Eli, I am biting my nails. Nails? Fingernails?
I don't know.
As they get one for the road, Maul says, "Hey guys, I got a goal. We can do this." Definitely not.
And Bemidji held on to this one. They had to fend off that Fargo team who figured something out. Again, not totally sure what they figured out, but they figured something out here. They looked a lot better in those most recent games. But Bemidji takes the series in the end, and GG's coming out from them. That was a great one.
That was a good one. And we will go straight to break, and we will be back very soon with part 2 of Eli versus his former carries. The people he threw their land win for. It's Eli versus ISO next. And we will see you after the break. If I can find my transition. There we go. Boom.
Oh, showing 3-2 for
Be my solid ground. Be my solid ground. We look off the edge till the waves come crashing in, and we say our goodbyes to the tides that might have been. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? Be my solid ground. You lift me off of the ground. I close my eyes and I wait for the come down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wiser to think that we are. But I remember scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I remember. I remember.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to some more MCS action, the community stream. We got Fargo Steelhawks versus Jungle coming up. These players are chatting it away in this, trying to get this thing started, and we are about to get it rolling. Predictions. What do you think, AK? Who do you think is taking this one?
You know, I said it myself. Like, yeah, I said it myself. Yeah, that's you can tell what kind of night I'm having. But as much as I love Eli, I enjoy chaos, and I want to see Eli lose. I think that would be the best piece of content coming out of this. I think ISO winning would give me enough ammunition that Eli will never be able to speak in my presence ever again. So I'm hoping ISO, Olvi, and Mini Naquan step up for me and they take this in 4. If they don't win this series, I will be the biggest hater of the Chicago Jungle all season. Because Thermal came through, now it's ISO's turn. So Betty better step up.
Yeah, I got to predict the other way. I think Fargo are going to take this. So far, this roster of Mini, Alvi, and ISO are 0-2 technically as far as games are concerned, and 0-1 in series. We were able to. My team was able to sweep them earlier. They had to forfeit game 1 though. But I think I like all these players individually, Alvi, ISO, and Mini, but I don't think they mesh well as a team personally. And I think Fargo have the great chance to, but I mean, they're trying to start on offense here. Jungle putting on the pressure. Flare, big save from him coming out as he was on 0 boost. But yeah, I really do like this Fargo squad, how it's built, but they have to hold a very solid rotation or it just doesn't work super well because it relies so much on Eli.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, and I think that was what was happening in the first couple of matches and even the last match. Although like they did step up compared to like what they were performing, they showed that they have some level of resilience. They can come back from a bad couple games.
Yeah.
Hopefully this time they won't start as far behind, and we can see them competing from the first second, which we are, to be fair. As we
Yeah.
on Tice Series for ISO, challenged immediately by Eli. Who knows what is at stake? He knows.
Yeah, and I mean, they're really trying to push here on offense. This Jungle squad, they're holding them back, and look at the boost on Fargo. They have none. Eli's the only one with some, and he's pushed upfield now. Big touch from him, trying to get something clear, but pressure going to continue from Jungle here. Mini Nick going ahead and rotating out there, trying to hold a little bit of pressure. Alvide trying to get it back through the midfield. Control coming out from Alvide, taking back midfield. Just one back from Ismail. Big control coming out from Alvide. Doesn't quite get the sauce on the flick that he was looking for there. ISO, big challenge from him. Alvide going all the way back. This one might be a chance here. Eli puts it high, though. Mini doesn't quite get the 50 he's looking for. ISO can't control it either. Fargo on the attack now. This could be a chance. Not quite on target. Counterattack coming. Alvide not going to be able to control this one. And Fargo finally figured out how to get on offense there. They weren't able to score, but they were locked down for a while.
Yeah, and Chicago has had boost control in this matchup for a significant majority, and they've been unable to take advantage. As Olvi gets a demo, chases the guy in net, and Mini Naquan just gets a drive shot in over Maul. Was that? That was excellent.
That was Flare,
play from Olvi. Gets a demo,
Absolutely.
chases the guy in net, and it's 1-0 to the Chicago Jungle.
Yeah, I love that play. Mini is so good on the ball. He's not going to be nearly as mechanical as someone like Eli, but he does so much with it, controlling the ball, making plays. So if you're able to get a few demos in front of Mini, it's going to be such a great play coming out. ISO and all that are not heavy demo players. They're known to go for some, but it's not like some players. But if they can kind of put that into their game, that's a great pass coming out from Alvi. Is ISO going to be able to follow it up? He is. Wide open net for him. Great pass from Alvi, getting that one middle.
ISO just had to make it look fancy, you know. Just gotta do it for the clip, you know. Gotta do it for the clip. And the Jungle extend that lead to 2, and a double commit from the Steelhawks on defense. That's reminiscence of games 1 and 2 against Bemidji. Back to old habits as the jungle double commit. Now 2 people in the back end. All 3 players almost on 0 boost. Alvi grabs the Steelhawks corner boost, but that was almost dangerous.
Ooh.
As Thermal gets a good 50. Alvi slows it down. Stays in front of it. Gets a good dunk. That might be in the net. And as Mini Nakon can recover, which he cannot. And the Steelhawks are back in this.
Yeah, that was a huge 50 coming out from Mal there, beating 2 with it. Alvi needed to keep himself a little bit further in front of that ball. Can't let it get that far back. And Flair takes advantage. This one is still a game. Fargo trying to hold on to this, trying to not go down in the series like they did in the last one. If they play like they did in the games 3 and 4 for the previous one, I think they take this. But yeah, they're reverting to their old selves earlier on in that last series and letting things go through. But they're holding on to the chance now as they're trying to press forward now. Eli trying to get this one middle, not going to be able to. Beat out by Naquan. Flair just plays it past one, but Alvi has full control. Great control by him as now forces out one go ISO. Big 50 coming out. Mini taking all the time in the world. Fargo needs to be able to press, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not, and the tickers, the time is just ticking down still, and ISO slowing this down. Gets dunked, nobody there in the middle to follow up, and there has to be somebody there, especially with the time on the clock. You can't be playing reserved, as Eli able to get a touch away. ISO tries shooting, it's a tame one, and Olvi should just be able to put this back in. Gets beat,
Whoa.
Eli puts it on net, and this ball should bounce. As
Maybe
Ball
not.
is in the backboard. Thermal with low boost
Was
pops
very
it.
awkward. I don't think this one can happen for the Steelhawks. They have to go full field now. Eli up with it, though. This is the person you want on the ball if you have it, but that is going to drop. Eli gets dunked there, and Jungle take game 1. They were looking really good in that one.
Yeah, I gotta say though, like if I have that setup that Eli had at the end, I'd probably score that. But you know,
Oh, of course.
that's a story for another day.
Of course.
Eli,
Because you're the GOAT.
bottom of the scoreboard, half the points of his teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And ISO is owning him right now. You know, I gotta stop with the Eli. Hey, I gotta big him up. I want to see the series. I want to take this to 5. I don't want this to be a sweep. No, I don't want them to whimper away. But maybe they just do what they did last time, where they just go 0-2 down and then bring it back. Hopefully not for their sake, because as they proved last time, they were unable to get across the finishing line. But that game 1, as much as I was talking bad about the Fargo Steelhawks, was pretty close, to be fair. So they do have a strong chance as Flair booms one across. ISO and Olvi on top of each other. ISO able to get it over one, bumps Eli out of the way. Two blue players on the behind Olvi, still able to get it away. As game 2 starts with both teams just popping the ball at each other, nothing really happening yet.
I feel like both teams are kind of playing on top of each other. Even the Jungle, who won that previous one, they're just kind of rotating in the same spots as each other. This one almost makes it through for the Jungle, but not quite. Yeah, I want to see both teams just try to play a little bit more solid on the rotation. Like Mini Naquan was pushed too far up there. That was definitely a chance for Fargo, but not because of Fargo's play. That was a mistake from Jungle, playing too close to each other. I really want to see people play from behind the ball, not cutting each other too much. If you're not coming from behind the ball, you just got to rotate back. That's what both teams are struggling with right now, and both have not recovered it. Jungle, big save coming out from ISO. Alvi, another 50 coming out from him, but this could be another chance. Mini Naquan double committing earlier there gave Fargo a chance there, but nothing coming out. And yeah, I really want to see these rotations separate from each other because both teams seem to be kind of on top of each other.
Yeah, and honestly, what we're seeing from Eli in this matchup is what we were seeing in games 1 and 2 versus Bemidji, where he's just I don't want to say out of the play as that pass from Eli. Maul able to put that through. I don't know how he sniped that from midfield. Mini Naquan up too close.
It shouldn't have been open. It really shouldn't have been open. Yeah, he was too close there. Should not have been an open net. Mini Naquan has to have a little bit more space from his teammates. He's trying to play a little too close. That is his game. He likes to play really close, but it has to be in the right time, in the right place. That was not the right time, not the right place, and that one finds its way home.
It does, and Fargo for the first time takes a lead in the series. in game 2 is a good omen because I think their first lead in the first series was in game 3.
Mm-hmm.
At least they're starting stronger than they did last time. Hopefully they can continue to build on it as Flair puts
You
it in
might
the
miss.
backboard. ISO whiffs.
Ooh.
Eli unable to put it through. But Flair puts it back in. Maul keeps it in. We'll stay on that. Unique able to get it across. Eli puts it back on the backboard, which is covered by ISO. A good demo by Eli in the net. That ball comes across. Ova able to get it across. As I'll be honest, I forget team names all, like too much. Like, I don't know why, but yeah, team names is just not my thing.
That is okay. I do too.
They're also super.
Eli almost able to get that one down, but not quite. Alvi dribbling it over one. Mal is able to cover that net there. Big save coming out from him. Able to maintain that lead. Eli trying to get some control here. He has full boost. This could be very dangerous. He's going for a double tap. He's going to hit it. Eli bringing it to 2-0.
Oh my God, look at that. Eli actually hit the ball. Wow. That is a sight to behold. And it was an okay shot, if I gotta say so myself, as he doubles the Steelhawks' lead. And so far, the Jungle haven't really looked too threatening, especially on offense. They haven't really done anything of note that I can recall. They've just been stuck on defense, except that one all-by play where he just slowed the ball down on the goal line, almost put it away, but didn't.
Yeah, they're trying to get chances, but it's not working very well because they're getting stuck on defense. They're giving too much space right now. They were trying to challenge Eli. They tried to challenge him a couple times, but it wasn't really enough. The force originally wasn't good enough. Eli came out with full control. The people on the back line didn't force until it was already on their goal line, and at that point, Eli's mechanics just outshined them. This could be another one coming in for Fargo. Not quite. They're still trying to keep pressure, though. Great pass coming down to Eli. He doesn't quite get that one away. Great boost grab from Alvi there. That might be able to hold off the pressure. Alvi. Flair is going for that. He was the last man. Very low boost. But he is able to win that challenge. No harm, no foul. This could be a counterattack, though. Mini Naquan not quite able to beat him. Eli almost got bumped on that play. Believe that was by ISO, but not quite. And Fargo are holding on to this lead.
They are. And Flair looks faster to every single ball.
Ooh, big demo.
As a demo comes through by ISO, gets the boost and the ball, unable to get it across. Olvite coming to challenge. Eli beats him. There should be just one back for the Jungle. Gets a good dunk middle over the bar. Maul unable to put it in there. And a bump from Eli still stays in this ball. Maintains the Chicago Jungle pressure. A good bump by Olvite. Maul unable to put that through to. But I think this game is I think it's fair to say it's over. I don't want to cast it across them.
They have to counterattack right now, and they don't have any boost on the defensive line. They get beat there. Yes, I agree. This one is over, especially as the third one goes through. Fargo tie up the series 1-1.
With the Eli classic stat farm at the end.
The classic.
We'll take game 2 to tie the series up. And this is the type of series we've been wanting to see. Both teams immediately throwing haymakers at each other.
Yeah, and they figured out a way to activate Eli here. Obviously, Eli doing a lot on the pitch, even if he's not scoring all the goals. He had 2 of them out of the 3, but he's making plays, making space on the ball, making Jungle awkward on defense. They were caught 0 boost a lot on defense as the Jungle.
I think a lot also has to be said about time and the Fargo Steelhawks team having a lot more time to gel with each other compared to the new
roster.
Yeah, the newly formed Jungle team with Mini Naquan being acquired from the Brainerd Victory, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
So that may need they may need some time to just understand how each other play and play around each other. And even then, they don't look that far off the pace. But that game,
no, they
like
don't.
you said, they were very low boost. They were just second to every ball. Thermal, not thermal. I don't know what my obsession with thermal is, but Flare and thermal are all the same to me apparently. I do apologize.
Seems that way.
Flare was.
Their names are very similar.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. Flare was just faster to every single ball than he just seems to beat every single Bemidji jungle player to the ball every time he challenged.
Both green logos. It's basically the same as well.
As this series continues, will AK continue to mess up names? Find out. Stay tuned. As Eli goes off the ceiling, Mini
Ooh.
able to get it away. Vlad brings it back, hits it to the backboard on ceiling. All by able to get it across. And the low boost situation still continues as Olvi just dives over ISO.
Oh, that's a great 50. Oh, this is going to be such a good play from Fargo here. That was a massive 50 from Mal. Knew Flair was on the other side. Flair was positioned so well. And beautiful double tap. Unless it was an incredible read from Jungle, which unfortunately it wasn't. That was unstoppable from Steelhawks there. That 50 from Mal was beautiful. And this could be another one. It's going to be Fargo starting this one off hot.
And me and Zoms were talking about roster switches and like teams thinking about roster switches. I think the roster switch happening and Chicago needing time to gel, and then other reasons as well, maybe potential future roster switches. I think a lot is contributing to it. Where like now it's just like it may not look like it. It's only 2 goals. Like it's they can come back from this very easily, but like it just feels
It feels difficult.
Like a snowball. As that's an open net, Eli puts it on the back. ISO able to get it away.
I'm surprised he saved that.
Yeah, Flair unable to put it on. Still maintains control. Beats one. Eli commits also. It's ISO in a 1v1 against Maul. Eli cuts across. This should be in the net, and it is. Mini Negron with an excellent shot to the top right. And the lead is cut in half.
Yeah, great shot, but also great pass from ISO. I know he wasn't actually the one that touched the ball out there, but the way he challenged it forced the defender to kind of give it away. He was cutting off everything that the defender wanted, so the touch just basically just played right to his teammates. So even though it wasn't ISO that made that last touch, I would still say that was a great pass from ISO out there, and they're trying to find a little bit of a life here. Jungle on the board in this game 3. Or is this? Yeah, it's game 3. But they're trying to push here, trying to figure out something because they haven't looked great in the last couple games.
They haven't, but they look to be getting a foothold. A lot of 1v1 opportunities are going and miss because Chicago can't figure out their boost situation.
Yeah.
One player is always on boost. That's why we see ISO going all the way back for his corner, able to cut that off. As Eli hits it back to his corner, gets that mid boost, gives it to Maul, who gets not dunked. I don't know how he didn't touch that ball, but good demo by Maul. Gives Eli a little bit of time as he gets challenged by ISO, able to beat him, able to dunk one as well, but unfortunately takes it away from Maul. Both Eli and Maul on 0 boost in their opponent's half, as both ISO and Mini Naquan commit. ISO almost gets a double. Mini Naquan able to put it through, and Eli gets it away from Olvi. And yeah, the snowball continues. As I say that, good save by Mini Naquan. As this looks dangerous, ISO unable to recover. Eli puts it behind him, and the Steelhawks get the 2-goal lead back.
Yeah, these teams, they have to figure out a way to get away from each other. Mini trying to get back to that one. He was out of the play at that point. He was going to be beat. He has to figure out a way to rotate out faster so that his teammate has an opportunity to go there. There's too many opportunities that are going by the wayside because of double commits, because teammates are too close to each other. They're not positioning right for both squads still. But Fargo playing a little bit better, a little bit more rotational. Jungle, they're looking a little rough right now. Oh, almost a crazy touch from Eli, but it could be punished coming the other way. Flair, big clear coming out from him as Jungle are trying to press. Alvite gets an unfortunate touch. Now it's going to be a counterattack going the other way. Flair trying to beat the last defender is going to be able to. Mile gets it back into his control. 50 coming out from him in the corner. And finally, yeah, Jungle are able to control it there. Mini with control now, able to get it 50 in middle. ISO, shot on target. They get one away here. Great positioning from ISO there.
As well as Fargo is playing, the Jungle are having opportunities and a couple of shots that probably should have been in this game that are just unfortunately just slightly too high, just that fraction to the crossbar instead. Like if those fell their way, they could easily have the lead. So they're still in this match and in this series. They just need to maintain.
Very much so.
Yeah, maintain and then get make sure they have some reserve of boost, especially on defense, because they're just getting caught out a lot. As ISO
Yeah,
tries
absolutely.
to across the corner. I mean, Naquan misses the challenge. ISO will stay on this, leaves it for Ovi. Both have 0. Again, I mean, Naquan tries coming across. The only player with boost dives to the opponent's half. Eli unable to do anything with that ball.
Big bump.
As Flair goes
That
to
was
the
a big bump.
backwood, gets a flip reset in the
Oh.
ISO unable to predict where that's going to go. The pre-jump does not work. And again, the low boost from Mini Naquan and ISO. And the boost struggles continue for the Chicago Jungle.
Yeah, no one able to go early there for the jungle because they were just so low boost, two on top of each other, and just made it so they were awkward. No one challenged early. Flair giving him the space there is going to be dangerous, especially with that flip reset coming out from him. No way they were saving it after he had that space. Mao not able to get clear here. Doesn't matter though, because they still have possession. The Fargo Steelhawks have possession here. Eli pressing it forward, trying to get a flip reset to get it past one. Not able to. ISO first to the ball here, trying to get it past Flair. Not able to. Off the ceiling. Just time wasting right now. It are the Fargo Steelhawks. Eli up for this one. Is able to get the 50 on that one. Alvi almost beat him there. They needed that one. Flair, big clear coming out from him. They have to score right now if you're the jungle, but it's not going to be. This one is going to go to a game 4 with Steelhawks on top.
It will. And just one more game for the Fargo Steelhawks. And they go 1-1 for the day. And I become a Chicago Jungle hater for life. Come on, ISO. You can do this, buddy. You got this. And that was an excellent showing. The Fargo Steelhawks are showing up now. I really like what I'm seeing from them. The team plays, the consistent slowing it down on defense, making the jungle just overextend on the challenges. And I honestly like now I'm like getting almost moved to thinking that Fargo are gonna win, but I can't say it's hate. It's my love of seeing my friends crash out is just making me. I still believe in ISO to beat Eli here. I still believe in this. Come on, ISO. I believe in the comeback because Ovi needs to do better than 72 points a game, buddy. Come on now.
Yeah, 72 points a game is not going to be a recipe for success for Alvi there. And yeah, Jungle, I'm going to keep saying it because that's what I keep seeing. They have to figure out a way to separate from each other on their rotations, because when they have opportunities, a lot of them are going by the wayside because they're just so on top of each other. On defense, two people are kind of wanting to go. Sometimes it's even just one person that goes. They don't even double commit. But because the other person is so close, it might as well be a double commit. So they just have to separate a little bit because they're creating opportunities that are just falling away because of the positioning. That's all I need to see from Jungle here. Again, that's probably a Team Chem thing. They just formed a few days ago with Mini Naquan, just traded away Rage to make that roster happen. But I have to figure out a way to do something here. Mal trying to get great control from him, but big bump coming out from ISO. Save gonna almost come out from Eli. That should have been cleared away, but Eli does not get the touch he wants. And that is what Jungle need. They get the spark to start this one off in the lead.
That is the Eli we know and love. That is the Eli I want to see. More of that, baby. More of that. Let's take it to 5, Eli. Come on, do that a couple more times this match. But that was almost an excellent play by Mel. I liked how he slowed it down a lot in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Even the bump.
Ooh, another one. Oh,
that was almost across the net. That was, yeah. Honestly, both teams just playing very, very dangerously on defense. They're just leaving one guy back who's almost always low boost. And Mini Naquan has been low boost this entire series. I don't know what he needs to figure out his place in this rotation.
Mm-hmm.
As he has boost for once in the air, unable to do anything with it, and the Steelhawks trying coming out across as ISO able to just put that on net, and it just goes in. They just weren't expecting the speed of the shot, I guess.
Yeah, great placement there. I think, yeah, Eli was a little too close there. Didn't expect a shot, but he also probably expected a challenge in the corner from his teammates, and nothing came out. So another one, and this could be another chance for ISO. It's going to be Great flick coming out from him. Early 3-0 lead.
And again, Eli, second man. That is 3 goals. I can put on Eli's head. He knows the script. Honestly, I'm proud of him. He knows what he needs to do. He's taking us to 5. It is an average Eli throw. That is what we're watching right now. Hopefully it continues. More of this as Flare challenges Marina Kwan in the air. Eli going back. Ovi with low boost, puts it on the backboard. Eli puts it to his corner. Isaac should have a good challenge here. Puts it on the backboard. Ovi is up, puts it on net. Ooh. Eli with another own goal. It continues. Yeah, I could call that an Ovi nice shot, but it's better to call it an Eli own goal.
I'll let you call it an own goal. I won't though. Eli not able to get to that one. Ovi with a great shot, super fast up to that one. 2 players kind of pushing forward there for the Steelhawks. Just kind of left Eli on an island. He had to try to get to that one. Wasn't able to in time to actually save it. That could have been a chance for Fargo, though. They need that one, and they do end up getting that one. Mal playing the cleanup game here.
An excellent save by ISO. That is unfortunate that Ovi also commits, and Marina Kwan is unable to get the follow-up. As the Steelhawks get their account for this match started, trying to come back from a 4-goal deficit. You remember when I ran an ad at the beginning of the series, hoping that it wouldn't run ads during the series?
You got another ad going right now?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah, I don't know how this works, but one day we'll figure it out. One day we'll understand, and ads will not
Fair enough.
happen.
Sometimes ads don't happen to everyone, so we'll keep casting like they could hear us. That was almost a chance for Steelhawks. They got to put that one away. If they want to have a chance in this series, they have to start the comeback now. Alvi going to be able to clear that one out. Leaves it for ISO. Comms coming out, but unfortunately the comms didn't work in that case. Big bump from Flare. That could have been a chance. Still might be. Eli, good clear from him. Mal going to take this one over. Trying to press it forward. Not going to be able to. Minnie trying to get a bump going on the other direction. Eli trying to get this one out. Flare caught on an island, able to get a huge clear there. Eli beating the last defender there, trying to get something going on offense here. They have to get a goal started here. 2 minutes is not a lot of time when you have to score 3 goals.
It really isn't. Every single time they come on offense, it's just one man going on offense and just throwing the ball to Chicago Jungle, who are ready for the follow-up. Just like that challenge from Ovi. Eli gets bumped. Mini Naquan in the air. Goes for a double maybe off the sidewall. ISO. That was a pass to Ovi. Ovi should really be there. That was definitely not a shot. As Mal tries centering. Flare unable to get to it. And the Jungle look very solid. They're very spaced out. They know their position.
Yeah.
They have boost for once. As Flare gets a demo on the back line. Eli passes it to nobody, and imposter Eli is in full flow this match. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the exact way to start countering this Jungle team who have started to figure out the rotation. They're spacing out well. Exactly what I was hoping that they would do is these demos. Flare getting another one here. A solid rotation can easily be broken up if you have those good demos. Mini trying to get it past one. Alvi might be first to this one. He is. This was going to be another one for the Jungle. They're looking so much better now in this series. As they take the lead in this game, they're going to try to push it to Game 5.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say they're going to 5, and hopefully this continues. They maybe figure out how the Steelhawks want to play, and they're just shutting it down. Eli has anytime Eli doesn't look confident and look like all his touches are just landing exactly how he wants them to. Like this Fargo Steelhawks team just does not look like a good team. They just do not. They just look lost on the field, and that is not.
Yeah.
That is not a good indication of a team that's going to perform well this season.
Absolutely.
Although we have seen some excellent
no.
performances from Flare, as Mal unfortunately we got some imposters in the lobby.
Oh boy. Mal just going missing. There's nothing else to say besides he missed. Double jump, something. I don't know what it was, but didn't make contact when he should have. At this point, they had to score a goal anyway to win this game. One more goal doesn't really hurt. They were gonna lose anyway. This might be one going their way. There is. So, I mean, consolation goal at this point. 30 seconds left. Still not going to happen unless something absolutely insane happens.
If ever,
I don't expect it, though.
If ever there was an indication that Caster Curse is real, I typed 146 as Eli scored, and now he no longer has 146. That is something. Unfortunate. As for
Really, really unfortunate.
getting pre-jumped by 2 players, Eli gets dunked by Olvi. Maul unable to get it over Maul, as he should get this boost, and this game should be wrapping up. So clearing the ball because he feels bad, and they may still get a goal. Olvi wants to pad his stats. As Power 22 Power is inviting me.
Yeah, that ain't happening right now, but
It is 8-15,
Jungle.
and they are the next match, so I think they think this match.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But it is not, unfortunately.
Almost. But yeah, this one has been such a quick swap. Fargo looked good early this time. Not the first game, but the last 2, they were looking pretty good. But I think it's more on Jungle covering things well. They said, wait, Mini said sub? I don't think that's what he meant. I don't know what he was trying to say that. I don't think they're subbing or anything. But yeah, Jungle holding down those rotations. They're cutting out space really quick. Like you mentioned, Eli doesn't look like himself, but I really don't think that's on the Fargo squad that much. It's more on Jungle holding down the rotation, always having someone on the ball. If Eli doesn't have space on the ball, he can't look good on the ball because he needs that space to be able to do those mechanical plays. So I think Jungle really turned this one around. If they can keep doing what they did this game, they should be able to take this one in this game 5.
Hopefully not. Hopefully ISO, Olvi, and Mini can lock in even as a new roster. I believe in them. I
think they can.
I believe they have. I mean, they have shown what it takes to take games off this Fargo Philux team. They may need. Sometimes they needed Eli's help, and he was very helpful. But they take 2 games. All they need is just one more match, 5 minutes between them, and taking the full 5 points off the series. As for Eli's team, hopefully it's going to be GG's go next, but you never know. As ISO passes it mid to Flare, should able to recover, but Eli can't shoot straight. Thankfully, well, that was Maul actually. Okay, the Eli hate might be going a little too. I just saw Eli. I saw what I wanted to see. Is Maul just passes it to the side, and Flare able to follow up. As the mind games in the chat continues.
Yeah, they're really talking to each other in these chats right now. But again, Jungle figured out that rotation. They're doing well. Even there, I would say so. But the great punishment to a solid rotation is Demos, and Flare finds a gap here. Not sure what happened on the Jungle defense.
Yeah, not sure either. As it seems like this will be your last series of the night. So this 5 minutes will be your last 5 minutes, last match of the night. So, Kosh, how you feel about that?
I could use some sleep, so I don't mind it too much. But no, it's all good. I appreciate all the teams for being willing to be streamed, taking the time to do that. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time for setup, so some teams have to wait a little bit longer than they would normally like to get streamed. I think that's why this next one's probably not getting streamed, because they probably are just wanting to start. I'm assuming that's why, but but we are past the scheduled start time for that match, so it makes sense. I don't blame them for wanting to get that one started. But Flare trying to get one away. What a read from him as he reads that waterfall down.
And I really wasn't looking at this match. How is it 3-0 already? That was a nice shot by Flare.
Oh, so good.
2 goals? Where? When?
It was just really quick pressure goals. The Jungle kind of let through. I think second one, I would say maybe Mini Naquan was a little bit too close, kind of missed. But it was really just super early, awkward positioning. Not quite off kickoffs, but the awkward positioning resulting from kickoffs. So Mini Naquan trying to get one back here, trying to get this one middle maybe. Oh, he probably should have gone for a pass to ISO there, but this one still could be a chance. Alvi able to get it through. He's trying to bring this one back. Only a 2-goal lead now.
Come on, Olvi. You got this, buddy. Nice shot. Two more. Come on, guys. Hopefully they can
Great
get knocked
placement.
back.
Yeah, great placement there from Alvi. That was the spot that was open. Two defenders still in net, but they were recovering still. So Alvi putting in a spot that they could not defend. Alvi on the ball again, looking dangerous, trying to get this one away. Not going to be able to. ISO challenging Mal early. Good challenge from him. Eli, though, with a little bit of space, does just do a one-touch shot. I would love to see Eli take control of that a little bit more, but he doesn't need to right now. They do still have that lead. But a 2-goal lead right now with the jungle team that have started picking things back up. I would definitely not say is safe. Fargo trying to extend that lead, though. Mal, with a little bit of space, demo came out. Not going to be able to get that one away. Big challenge coming out from Flair. Not able to beat the last defender, though. Alvi pressing this one forward. Low boost. Big 50 coming out from him. Mini trying to play it forward, but no boost from the offense on the jungle side there. Eli trying to take it back the other way, and a little bit of midfield play starting to come out from these two teams.
Yeah, and it's slowing down a little bit, but I like how the jungle have showed up a little bit. They've closed the cracks that were appearing in the first minute of the match. The Steelhawks also look very, very solid, and I think this is the best version of both teams on display, which is what you want in Game 5. Hopefully, it gets a little closer in terms of scoreline, but in terms of gameplay, this is exactly what you want to watch in your last series of the night.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I feel like they've really started to play an aggressive game, both of these teams, especially Fargo, though, getting lots of demos on the field, breaking up those rotations. It's starting to become a little bit of a bloodbath as far as that is concerned. Ooh, Mini Naquan kind of bumped ISO there. A little awkward on the offense. Big demo coming out from Eli. Space given to Mal. This one going middle. Another demo coming out from Eli. Even more space for them. Eli going to be up for this one. Not quite able to make contact, though. Back to Eli, maybe? No. Manny is able to get the clear there. And time is ticking off the clock. We're only at a minute and a half left. And Jungle are still down 2.
They are, but they're building up. They have a lot of time. Like, it may not seem like a lot, but it's just one goal and a kickoff goal. But yeah, they need to go up higher. As many should put this away. And as I was saying, all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game and a kickoff that could go either way. And this series is not over. Yeah. Not by a long.
Eli got really close there. I think he thought that his teammate was going to be able to get a challenge on it, but he was just forcing for him. Eli was not ready for a clean beat, and Mini lurking upfield as he does, able to get one away. And now they're trying to get another one here. Mini almost able to put that one away, but just doesn't make contact with it. Alvi trying to get a 50. Double commit coming out on the offense, though, from Jungle. This could be dangerous coming the other way. It is not quite in. Mini just able to make the save, but it's still not cleared out. Alvi backflipping. Eli not able to put that one on target. Big clear coming out from Mini. He's trying to take a little bit of space here. ISO plays it middle. No one ready from the jungle. Alvi trying to get back as third man. He is low boost right now. Mal gonna be able to play a little bit of disruption. Flair with space. Playing it forward, and this one could still be dangerous. Jungle have to get this one out. 20 seconds. They're gonna put this one on target. Big shot from him. Mal, huge save from him as time keeps ticking down.
Yeah, and with 13 seconds left, the jungle just need one more foray, one more attack into the blue half, which it doesn't look like that they may not get with us. The clock ticks down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, Maul, miss it. Just cycle into your own net, and it's not gonna happen. The Fargo Steelhawks take Game 5 and go 1-1 for the day. Unfortunately, the hate watch was not successful. We'll try again next week, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
That was an excellent series to watch, and both teams, even the losing team, they should be proud of the performance. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and I feel bad because Jungle, they really started finding their footing in that one. They just lost the lead so early in this Game 5. Just awkward positioning off of some kickoffs just led to some quick goals. They weren't able to recover. They tried their best. They got 2 goals to bring it back to a 1-goal deficit. But in the end, Fargo holding out on top. I think it was those aggressive plays, those demos, that really kept their possession, kept that lead. And Fargo now going 3-1. Is that right?
Yeah,
They're
that
three
is
and
right.
one
They
now.
were 2-0 last week. It
And
is 3-1.
unfortunately, Jungle are now going to be 0-4. So obviously they made a roster move trying to get something going, but not quite enough. They're now they still haven't found their first win.
I should do that, huh? Yeah, and as scores get reported across the league, you just mentioned the Fargo Steelhawks all 3-1. Let's take a look at the Challenger leaderboard and just talk about it for a couple minutes. And that series they just played has been updated. So you can see the Fargo Steelhawks in fourth place. As more series get updated, the scores come in live from across the league. Clash. What do you think
Yes.
about that top two in Challenger? Actually, it's very interesting, huh?
You know, I don't think it's that interesting. I think this is very expected with the GMs that we got in play right now. I think we expected Rhythm to be up there, Maulers to be up there. Some two very solid squads there, very solid GMs, especially the Rhythm. You're welcome. I could have said Maulers, but I said Rhythm. Good job. Uh, but yeah, well done to you. Your team is looking really good.
I mean, they did play both the games today with a sub, and they went 6-1
Oh
in
wow.
matches. So excellent. I'm really proud of that team, and a lot of teams
Hmm.
doing really well. We saw Bemidji play today, also in that top four. We saw the Omaha Buffalo look extremely good against the Des Moines Duratio, who got swept twice today. Unfortunately, they're down there. Um, and yeah, as I'm sure there's more scores to be reported, but this is your Challenger leaderboard as I bring it back to us for some final goodbyes. And I really enjoyed the night. I really enjoyed the matches. Excellent gameplay. Maybe one day I can learn from these inspirational players and do better. Actually, I'm better than all of them. What am I saying?
Of course.
I'm sure we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe Clash will join me. Maybe not. I'm sure I'll have more friends. I hope I won't be solo dolo. But to the friends that joined me today, Clash, Zoms especially, thank you both. To the people
Glad to be here.
watching, to the players especially who allowed us into their lobbies, we appreciate you. We may not have the best graphics in the world, but it's something, it's something.
We're just out here. We're just out here.
Any last words, Mr. Clash DA, so we can wrap it
Yeah.
up?
Again, thank you to the teams that were letting us stream it, and yeah, looking forward to more. Looking forward to play everyone that's been playing in this league because I'm playing in this league, so always looking forward to those matches.
Yeah,
But
and
thanks for having me.
I'm sure we'll be back next week for some Challenger action. And until next time, goodbye. It's like a YouTube outro.